Did anyone really see this coming? Pop icon Katy Perry and former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, two people from completely different worlds, suddenly caught in what might be the most unexpected celebrity romance of the year. It started with a few whispers online. Then came the photos. And just like that, the internet lost its mind. Because this wasn't just another celebrity fling. It was a story that mixed politics, pop culture, and passion all in one shocking twist. So how did one of the biggest pop stars on the planet end up with one of the most recognizable political figures in the world? Let's rewind, because this story goes much deeper than a few pictures on a yacht. It all began off the sunny coast of Santa Barbara, where paparazzi lenses caught something no one expected. There they were, Katy Perry, lounging in a dark swimsuit aboard her yacht, the Caravelle, and Justin Trudeau, smiling beside her. In one photo, he's seen pulling her close, pressing a soft kiss against her cheek. In another, his hand rests gently on her waist as the two laugh together like they've known each other for years. When Fox News Digital released the photos, the internet exploded. Was this just a friendly moment, or proof of a secret relationship finally surfacing? Within hours, social media was flooded with theories, memes, fan reactions, and shock posts from users who couldn't believe what they were seeing. But as it turns out, this wasn't the first time the two had been spotted together. Because just a few weeks earlier, something happened that hinted this romance had already begun brewing. Rewind to July in Montreal. Katy Perry had been taking a short break from her world tour, and Justin Trudeau, newly single after separating from his wife, was spotted joining her for an intimate dinner at Le Violin, a cozy, upscale French restaurant. Witnesses described the atmosphere as romantic but low-key. The pair reportedly ordered cocktails, shared a lobster dish, and even slipped into the kitchen afterward to personally thank the chefs, something both of them are known to do. But what really caught attention wasn't what they ate, it was how they acted. According to one source, there was a natural chemistry between them, a warmth that felt more personal than political. Security guards were seen keeping a close eye as they dined, hinting that this wasn't just an ordinary meetup between friends. And when they left the restaurant, they didn't head straight home. Because just days later, the world saw another clue, one that made people start connecting the dots. A few nights later, fans attending Katy Perry's sold-out concert in Montreal spotted a familiar face in the crowd. Justin Trudeau, sitting with his 16-year-old daughter, Ella Grace, smiling, clapping, and yes, singing along to Dark Horse. Clips started going viral almost instantly. In one video, he's clearly mouthing the lyrics, while fans around him record in disbelief. On X, one post read, "This is the happiest Trudeau's looked in years." Another joked, "World leader by day, teenage dreamer by night." For a man usually seen behind podiums or political desks, it was a rare sight, carefree, glowing, and fully immersed in the music. And while some fans brushed it off as a fun night out with his daughter, others weren't so sure. Because just a week later, he and Katy were photographed together again. Only this time, it wasn't at a concert or dinner. It was on the open sea, far away from cameras, or so they thought. But before we dive deeper into their growing connection, it's important to remember, Katy Perry wasn't just stepping into a new chapter. She was walking away from one that had lasted over a decade. For years, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom were seen as one of Hollywood's dream couples. The pop star and the movie hero, perfectly in sync, at least on the surface. But behind the smiles and red carpet photos, cracks had started to form. In July, representatives confirmed what fans had long suspected. The couple had quietly gone their separate ways. Their statement was calm, diplomatic. They said they were shifting their relationship to focus on co-parenting. But sources close to them revealed something deeper. They've been living on what one friend called an island of stress. Their busy schedules, constant travel, and different lifestyles had slowly eroded the bond they once shared. Katy and Orlando have been struggling with communication, one insider said. And sometimes love just isn't enough. Still, even after the split, they vowed to stay united for their daughter, Daisy Dove. It was a graceful end to a long chapter, but also the start of a new, uncertain one. And right as Katy stepped into that new chapter, a familiar face reappeared, someone who understood the weight of public life, heartbreak, and reinvention all too well. According to multiple reports, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau's connection didn't come out of nowhere. The two had crossed paths several times over the years, at charity events, UN initiatives, and global campaigns promoting youth empowerment and mental health. Sources suggest that after their most recent encounters, they began staying in touch privately. Texting, phone calls, and occasional meetups, nothing public but enough to build a quiet bond behind the scenes. Rumors claim that their friendship deepened after both of their long-term relationships ended. They found comfort in each other's company, two people navigating heartbreak under the spotlight, finding calm in someone who understood what that kind of pressure feels like. And when Katy's tour brought her back to Canada this summer, insiders say the pair finally decided to reconnect in person. The dinner in Montreal, the concert appearance, the yacht weekend, they weren't isolated coincidences. They were stepping stones in a story that was slowly unfolding. But of course, when two global icons start appearing together, not everyone buys the just friends narrative. Because what came next would divide fans and spark a flood of wild theories across social media. The moment those yacht photos hit the internet, the world split in half. Some fans were thrilled, calling it the most unexpected power couple of the year. Others weren't buying it at all, saying the entire thing looked too perfect to be real. One viral post on X summed up the chaos perfectly. Katy Perry dating Justin Trudeau wasn't on my 2025 bingo card, but I'm here for it. Meanwhile, skeptics began connecting dots that might not even exist, suggesting it was a publicity stunt or an elaborate distraction for Trudeau, who's been under heavy political scrutiny in recent months. Others believe Katy's PR team might have wanted to shift attention away from her split with Orlando Bloom. But as with every Hollywood rumor, truth and speculation tend to blur fast. Because when you mix a global pop icon with a former world leader, everything they do becomes front-page news. And it didn't help that both of them stayed completely silent. No statements, no confirmations, not even a cryptic post. Their silence only added fuel to the fire. Still, behind the noise, there's something about this story that feels different. Because when you strip away the celebrity titles, it starts to look less like a headline, and more like two people finding comfort when they least expected it. Here's what many fans have started to realize. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau actually have more in common than people think. Both are public figures constantly under pressure. Both have been through high-profile heartbreaks. And both have spent years balancing careers that demand perfection with personal lives that rarely get a moment to breathe. Reports claim that after their respective breakups, they simply found understanding in one another, a kind of emotional refuge away from the cameras. Some insiders describe their bond as deep and supportive, while others suggest it's a friendship with natural chemistry that could turn into more. Nothing confirmed, nothing denied, just two people letting things unfold at their own pace. And honestly, maybe that's what makes this story so captivating. It's not the glitz or the gossip, it's the timing. Two people who have lived their lives under the world's microscope, suddenly finding someone who knows exactly what that feels like. That kind of connection doesn't happen every day, and it might just explain why the world can't stop watching. So is it love? Or just two high-profile souls crossing paths at the right time? No one knows for sure. But one thing's clear. The chemistry between Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau has already rewritten the headlines. Whether it's a full-blown romance, a close friendship, or something in between, the internet is hooked. And this story isn't fading anytime soon. Because when two worlds like this collide, pop culture and politics, it creates a kind of curiosity that no one can look away from. And maybe that's the real magic here. Not the fame, not the photos, but the simple, human truth that even the most powerful and glamorous people are still just searching for connection. So what do you think? Is Katy Perry really starting a new chapter with Justin Trudeau? Or is this just another Hollywood rumor spun out of control? Let me know what you believe, because this story is only just beginning.